Okay, today we'll talk about honor. If you're asked what is honor, some of the things that will come to your mind is to highly esteem, to show the worth of the person, to respect the person. And what are some of the things you do to show honor? You bring gifts. When you give a gift, it should always match the worth of the person. It's not so much as liking. So even like rich people can like something that's very mediocre, that's very basic, but it should match the worth of the person. For example, if you go and meet like the king of Dubai, and you have to take a gift for him, and it's a watch, you won't go and take a Titan watch, right? You'll match his worth. So you'll take something expensive, some of the expensive watches that we know. The second part of honor is it affects the one who is honoring or the one who is blessing. The one who is honoring is the one that gets the blessing. And that's very important to understand. When you understand this principle, you'll begin to honor right, you'll begin to honor correctly. By honoring, we set ourselves up for a blessing, to usher blessings into your family, into your own lives, and you create a structure for blessing to come in. So honoring is more about you than about the person that you are honoring. If you refuse to honor, it's like saying, I refuse blessing. I refuse to create structure that will come into my life, and then we wonder, why is blessing not coming into my life? If you keep an empty bucket, with water, and an empty bucket without water, in the rain, and you put a plywood board over that bucket, and you come back after an hour, you can't expect the bucket to be filled. If you keep a Bisleri bottle with a funnel in it, will it fill? It will. How fast and how quick will that fill? But what if you take out that plywood board from that bucket? Which one will fill? Which one fills faster? The bucket. And that one gathers more water. All right. So basically, we have to create structures to allow God's blessings in our lives. So you create wise structures. 1 Corinthians 2:16 says, we have the mind of Christ that will allow God's blessing to fill our life. So you create wise structures to allow God's blessing in your life because you have the mind of Christ. There are a couple of words for honor. In Greek, honor is timi. In Hebrew, there are two words. It's kavod and kavad. In timi, it is to fix a valuation, to revere, to honor, to value. In Hebrew, it's kabad, which is to be heavy, to be rich, to be numerous, to be honorable, and to be weighty. And kavod means splendor or glory. From all these words, we can gather that to honor is equal to glory. So we look at Joseph, who displayed many levels of honor in his life, and he brought blessings into his life just by displaying those levels of honor. What was the blessing that Joseph got? One was rulership, one was ruling, and dominion. If you want rulership and dominion, you should honor. But that is difficult because honor affects that one part of your life, the pride part. Because when you honor from the heart. It's easy to honor from the hand, easy to honor from the mouth when everybody's looking. But you need to honor from your heart. The levels of honor that Joseph displayed are honor to his father and family, both of them. Genesis 37:13 says, and Israel said to Joseph, are not your brothers feeding the flock in Shechem? Come, I will send you to them. So he said, here I am. Did Joseph know that his brothers hated him? It was very clear because even the Bible said his brothers hated him. Why did he choose to go? Because he chose his father's word and to honor his father more than what his brothers felt for him. Honor your father. Your honor for your father should go beyond what you feel and beyond your feelings. Second one, he honored his master and his employer. Genesis 39:2-4. The Lord was with Joseph, and he was a successful man. And he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand. So Joseph found favor in his sight and served him. Then he made him overseer of his house, and all that he had he put under his authority. Joseph had everything under his authority in that Egyptian's house. He was obedient and he brought prosperity. He could have just said, I have everything right now. Everything is under my control. I'll do it my way. But he didn't do it his way. He waited on God, he heard God, and he honored his master, and he did what was right in the eyes of his master. Honor, and the third one, honor in captivity or honor the enemy. Genesis 39:21. But the Lord was with Joseph and showed mercy and showed him mercy, and he gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners who were in the prison. Whatever they did, it was his doing. The keeper of the prison did not look into anything that was under Joseph's authority, because the Lord was with him, and whatever he did, the Lord made it prosper. Everything under the prison was under Joseph's hand. God blessed Joseph and showed him favor. And in a weird way to say that, it looked like even the prison prospered because Joseph was inside there, right? Because he honored the authority that was put over him. The last one is honor appointed authority. When Pharaoh called him, he didn't say, 2 years you kept me in this prison for no reason. I didn't do anything. You still kept me in prison for 2 years. He didn't say that. He had a shave, had a bath, changed his clothes, and then went and presented himself clean in front of Pharaoh. You know, when you have authority over you, when you go for an interview, you don't go with jeans, you don't go with a t-shirt. You'll go with pressed clothes, you'll go with iron clothes, because you honor the authority that's above you. You honor the authority that's above you. So how do you carry out these 4 levels of honor? The words given to you, you have to sit and you have to work it out, right? And you also have to honor when nobody's looking, right? It's not in front of everyone where you get everyone's praise, but in the quiet of your heart, in the quiet of when no one's looking, you honor at that time. Because honor is something that you do to build structure in your life, right? Honor is something that you do to bring in blessings into your life, into your family, into the household. Joseph honored, and what did he receive after he honored? He received glory. He was in charge of practically everything. He received rulership and he received dominion. So when you make honor your lifestyle, you receive all these. May honor be a lifestyle.